Hey, Ralph Havens here. Welcome. So glad you're part of the Miracles, Magic, Healing, and More sessions. And this is the hopefully 5-minute version. That's my goal. The 5-minute version of the session today, July 26th, 2020. And so let me just pull this up. So here's the Cliff Notes, and I'll put them in the notes below too. And this is for you because you're part of our sessions. If you want to share these sessions, then go to ralphhavens.com/free miracle sessions, free miracle session, ralphhavens.com/free miracle session to share it with other people. So here's the thing. I'm going to send you this PDF, but I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that you can see it. And action. So here it is. So this is my go-to manifestation technique, and it truly is a way to get abundance on all levels: your health, your money, your relationships, your life, your purpose, all that stuff. And I am feeling and seeing that it's about awakening, like self-realization, truth realization. It seems to be what we're looking for here on a bigger scale. And so here it is. I guess it's more than 3 steps, but you'll see. So this is it. Basically, you could think of, what is your desire? What do you want? What do you really want? Go deep. If you've been with me one-on-one, you know we go very deep with this. What is it you truly want? And is it big enough for you? Is it big enough to go far? Does it mean enough? Why are you doing what you're doing? What matters most to you? And just journal it. Just a journal it. And then if you would have gotten it, what would you have gotten? If you'd gotten everything you want, if you had it all, would it include some respect? Respect of your peers, your family, others? Inclusion, like you're part of a group, a community, a family. Is it part of that? Your tribe, your clients? Is it part of your purpose? Is it just what you're here to do? Like something big is driving you. Does it have to do with the bigger picture? The spiritual question, like what you're here for, what's the nature of reality? What is it that you desire, and what would you get if you got it? So that's the first step. Then step number 2 is, can you act with constant and universal forgiveness, gentleness, caring, kindness, understanding, and grace towards everything and everyone, including yourself and your thoughts, and whatever pushes your buttons, even if you're right about it and they're wrong, and even if it's a terrible social issue and it's got to stop, and no matter what it is, there's something there. If it causes a charge in you, it's a stack behind that. And so looking there and acting with gentleness, kindness, forgiveness, caring, understanding, grace towards even for that. So like has been said, you can't overlook your mother-in-law, for example, or the big social issue of the time, or some big injustice. You've got to go in there and act with constant and universal forgiveness, gentleness, caring, kindness, understanding. Should I say that twice? And grace, and toward yourself. The next step is having a willingness, and I've been figuring this out for myself and working on this myself, and I'm not perfect, absolutely, but this is the direction. This is the Cliff Notes. So then having a willingness to take all your desires, what you really want, and then setting them aside for a moment. In Matrix Energetics, we call it putting it on the clipboard, so you can put the clipboard over here and not look at it just for a bit, and then do this process. It's basically asking your question, what's happening in your body, and keeping your attention on the physical sensation until it's done being felt. So just keeping your attention on the physical sensation without judging it, without naming it, without trying to diagnose it, without trying to fix it, without anything, just noticing it. And what this does is it turns your desires, and it shifts stuff for you really big. The thing in you that once shifted, cleared, can lead to great things for you. Now the next part of this, I guess that's why it was step 3. That's the steps. Step 4 is you can start to turn it into a way of living. And by that I mean something pushes your buttons, or some desire comes in, or some thought comes in, or an obstacle comes in, or something happens, and in the split second, you notice that something pushed your buttons, and then you notice where it is in your body, and then you let it go and you move on to the next part of your life. And 5 minutes later, something pushes your buttons, or you think about your desire or some kind of obstacle or something that's just bugging you, or something that you truly want, or envy or jealousy, or like you just wish something could happen, something happens and you notice it, and then you notice where it is in your body in that split second, and then you move on. And you start to do this, and it starts to become a way of life. And in the beginning, of course, it's hard because it's a new skill. But what happens is it starts to become something that just is what you do. So go ahead and enjoy that process. At that point, it becomes, you just start to do stuff that's the next step, and you just keep doing what you're doing as you're doing it. So enjoy that, and I hope it helps. And I hope you enjoy the full session as well. All right, you guys, let's get out there and live. Let's really live. And I'll see you later.